what a show it was. What a show it was. Peace, everybody. Yeah, you already know what it is. It's Hitman Cause. And it's time for your official review of Fastlane. And of course, I'm not alone in this endeavor. Please welcome, as always, the humble man Gary. Gary, welcome to the contracts.
Yo, what's good, man? Cost paying.
Ain't shit, man. You ready to get into this?
Oh, you know it. Let's do this shit like Brutus.
Alright. First off, we had Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes versus the Judgment Day for the Undisputed Tag Titles.
My prediction was...
Hold up, wait. Before we get into that, freaking, there was some pretty good spots in this match. For one thing, there was a stalling superplex that was absolutely crazy.
Oh, yes.
Then freaking I did not expect this. Freaking Jey Uso hitting the spear. Like, I thought he was done doing that after his feud with Roman was over.
Right.
But he wouldn't did that. Then this was awesome. Freaking Damian Priest hit a freaking Hurricanrana. And to which then Finn Balor then hit a coup de grace. It didn't get the job done, but that spot was still sick. And then of course, the Judgment Day did interfere, but it went all wrong, because in the closing moments of the match, JD McDonough hit Priest in the knee with the briefcase, accidentally, mind you. But even still, Cody used it to take out Priest, and then Finn got hit with the Crossroads, and Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes are the new Undisputed Tag Champs.
Yes, sir.
This was very shocking. I know I said I wasn't gonna have a problem with it, but I do. I mean, I don't have much of a problem with it, but at the same time, I still don't like it. Mainly because, like I said before, man, Jey Uso, I want him to be a single star. With him being in a tag team again, I feel like we're back to square one.
That's crazy. Right, honestly speaking, that match was good and shocking. I really thought Judgment Day was going to retain.
Yeah, but then also, it has me wondering what this is gonna do for JD and his stance with the group.
Oh yeah. Correct. That's correct.
And I know and then Priest, once they were backstage, he didn't want to leave empty-handed, and he wanted to cash in Money in the Bank. But Rhea wisely told him, well, actually refused to let him, because he wasn't 100%. So that was very good on her part. And so yeah.
Right.
I honestly wonder where Judgment Day is gonna go from here. Because, I mean, Dom had lost his title and got it back, but I can only wonder if if Balor and Priest get their titles back. Because I mean,
Right.
because this was this wow.
Yeah, man, that match.
Moving on, we had the LWO versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. First off, I liked the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley wearing matching black and gold stuff, man. Had me thinking of the Hurt Business again.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. It did.
But I tell you what, there was one thing about this match that really got on my nerves.
What's that?
The fucking Pizza Hut advertisement.
Oh.
And don't get me wrong, I love me some Pizza Hut, but dude, they had the advertisement going on the apron Minitron and the barricade. And you can't even try and bullshit me like you ain't see that.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Like, come on, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm all for them having advertisements because you know you gotta have because you gotta generate revenue somehow. But even still, bro, come on.
That's right.
You ain't gotta do it so blatantly like that. Like, reminds me of I think last pay-per-view where they did the same thing but with Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, I think so.
Or how about even worse than that when Austin Theory had his entrance, but his stage graphics were replaced with freaking Beyblade.
Exactly.
But in any case, you know, this match was at first was actually no, pretty much the whole match was lasted in the Street Profits beating down Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio because their partner didn't show up till like the end of the match. But there was still some decent stuff going on.
That's right.
Rey Mysterio at one point tried to go for the 619. However, it got countered and he landed on the middle ropes, to which then Dawkins punched him in the face. And then and then Lashley yanked him out the ring and hit him with a spine buster.
Right.
But then thankfully Ray eventually created enough distance to get a tag, but at first there was no one to tag because Santos Escobar had gotten taken off the apron by Montez Ford.
That is correct.
But then Humble Man's prediction came true because out came Carlito.
Yes, sir.
Personally, I wish they would have kept his old theme, but you know, I guess they needed a song you could actually hear.
Right.
Because the other theme, it was good, but it was like a real relaxing chill song where even when he came back in that match with Bad Bunny, it was still a little hard to hear.
Right.
But in any case, he came down. Eventually, Ray tagged him in. He had the hot tag, and after a couple of moves, he hit the backstabber to get the win for the LWO.
Yes, sir. He did.
And it was great having Carlito back. Hopefully, he is back he's back full time and not just for a one-off appearance.
Exactly. That's a fact.
Because, yeah, you know.
Right.
And if they continue the feud and he should stay because then it would definitely help continue the feud against Lashley and the Street Profits.
That's right.
Well, moving on, we had Io Sky versus Asuka versus Charlotte Flair for the women's championship. I definitely like how like almost immediately out of the starting gate, Asuka hit the poison mist to Charlotte. So then for a good minute she was out of the match. So it was just Asuka and Io mixing it up.
Right, exactly.
Then during their little one-on-one exchange, Io hit an Air Mystico.
Right.
And then when dropped down, turned it into a crossface. Some great work there. Then then eventually down the road, Io was gonna go for her over the moonsault, but Asuka met her at the top and hit her with a super German suplex.
Oh yeah.
But then, actually no, yeah. And then afterwards, when they got up, Charlotte hit a double cross body to take them both out.
Oh yeah.
Then at another point, Charlotte was thrown out of the ring, to which then Asuka Irish whipped Io to the ropes, to which then Io did use that to hit Charlotte with a suicide dive outside.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Then there was a bit of a Tower of Doom spot where Asuka sort of hit like a razor's edge like move to Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
But while she was doing that, Charlotte was attempting to hit Io Sky with a Super Samoan drop from the top turnbuckle. So they all came crashing down with that.
Oh wow.
And then also there was a double submission spot where Io and Asuka were doing the sharpshooter and the crossface at the same time on the Charlotte.
Oh yeah, yo, oh my god, yeah. That was one of my favorite parts.
That actually reminds me of the time where there was a triple threat match, Chris Benoit versus Chris Jericho versus Steve Austin, where Steve Austin was locked in the walls and in the crossfaces at the same time.
Right.
And I think
that was tough.
Yeah, and I think Austin tapped too. Then in the closing moments of the match, Bayley actually came down to distract the ref, and this was actually interesting because earlier, I think on the pre-show,
right,
Io told Bayley to stay in the back because she wanted to go it alone.
Right.
But Bayley's distraction actually wound up helping Io.
Exactly.
But honestly, Bayley's distraction confused me a bit. Because correct me if I'm wrong, isn't there no DQ in triple threat matches? So
exactly.
So she shouldn't have even been able to make a distraction because there was no DQ.
Exactly.
But in any case, um, Charlotte had locked in the figure eight onto Asuka, but
Right.
Bailey had the ref distracted, so the ref couldn't see that Asuka was tapping out.
Oh, yeah. That's a fact.
So then, while the ref was still distracted and all that was happening, um, Io hit the over the moonsault to
Right.
win the match.
You're right.
So, some great work there,
Good.
and very happy that Io retained. You know, let's see how much further this reign can go on.
Oh, word. That's just good saying that.
Then, moving on, we had John Cena and LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa.
Oh, yeah.
Where, before the match took place, we had a special guest in the house for the evening in Pat McAfee.
Yes.
And
Right.
I liked how he pulled up with that Colts championship belt.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's a fact.
he was there just to make an appearance. He was special guest commentator.
Oh, yeah.
Then, skip ahead to the match. There was an interesting thing to start off where Solo was in the ring with Cena. Cena attempted to hit him with shoulder blocks, but they had no effect on him.
Oh, wow.
Then, for pretty much the rest of the match, Solo and Jimmy are beating down Cena. Typical Cena match shit. And then, then there was a nice little sequence that happened where Solo hit a Samoan drop to LA Knight. But then, but then immediately once he dropped LA Knight, John Cena then hit a crossbody onto Solo. But then the second Cena landed, Jimmy Uso then hit a Uso splash onto Cena.
Right.
But in the end, Cena hit a 5-knuckle shuffle on Jimmy Uso, to which then LA Knight hit blunt force trauma to get the win. And like I said before, if Cena and LA won, LA would have to get the pin, to which he did.
Exactly.
So very good stuff there. But now, in my opinion, the Bloodline has two problems.
Right.
First problem being the fact that they lost the match, but the second problem being how is Roman going to respond to their failure?
Exactly. Oh, yeah. That's correct.
I mean, personally, part of me thinks that Roman isn't even gonna consider Jimmy a member, because if you remember, when it came to the Usos turning and leaving the Bloodline, Jimmy Uso was the first one to start it.
That's correct.
So I can only imagine that Roman will be something on the lines of, your footprint is still on my chin.
Exactly. That's correct.
So, and then also I'd also bring up the fact that he's trying to be the one that calls the shots when Roman isn't there.
That's correct.
But
That's correct.
hey, we'll find out Friday.
Oh, yeah, and That match was really good too.
Yeah. Finally, we had the main event match: Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the World Heavyweight title in a last man standing match. This match was fucking crazy, bro. Absolutely wild.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That match, yo, was, oh my god.
And
match was really great.
And before we get into the match, you know what I'm about to bring up.
Oh yeah.
As if on cue, Tacky did it once again.
Oh, that's right.
Now, I'll admit his tights weren't that bad, but the jacket he wore, Tacky is all shit as all hell. So once again, Tacky has done it again.
That's right.
But then also there was also two things that I noticed, entrance wise and also match wise, and that was, for one thing, Seth had medical tape on his back.
Oh damn! How the hell I missed that shit?
That's number one, and number two, actually, and actually number two, when it came to the end of Seth's entrance, he didn't have the spotlight, and where he spread his arms out, and there'd be a spotlight on him, allowing the crowd to sing his theme.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah. You didn't notice that?
Maybe I didn't pay close attention. Damn.
Any case, getting on to the match, we had some good spots here. Freaking, first off, I absolutely loved when Shinsuke brought out the nunchucks.
Oh yeah.
And one thing, when it comes to nunchucks, it's been well documented, they're actually the hardest weapon to learn how to fight with.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And then along with that, you know, just seeing him, not even when he wasn't using it as a weapon, just seeing how he was skillfully using it was a sight to behold.
Right.
Then there's another spot where Seth got put into the trash can lid in front of his fans, mind you, and then freaking, with the help of a Singapore cane, Seth was getting the beats by Dre, cause Shinsuke was beating on the trash can too.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Then Seth did turn the tables a bit, using the Singapore cane for himself, and also hitting Shinsuke upside the head with the trash can.
Oh yeah.
Then
that whole match itself was just, oh my lord.
Then Shinsuke hit a backbreaker with a little bit of assistance from a Singapore cane. Then there was a table set up in the corner in which Shinsuke initially tried to hit the Kinshasa, but he missed. So, and then after he missed, he then tried to walk forward, but then stumbled, and then that allowed Seth Rollins to hit the curb stomp. But Shinsuke still wasn't done there. So then they began to fight into the crowd, and more importantly, they were fighting on, I think, like a ledge or something. It was like the opposite side of the stairs when it came to the barricade. You feel me?
Oh yeah, I feel you.
And then during which it looked like Seth was about to do another superplex, but Shinsuke low blowed him and then pushed Seth off the stairs onto a platform, which I feel like an idiot for not knowing. Apparently, that platform that he fell on wasn't supposed to be seen, because according to some people, that platform was a mattress. Then there was another spot where Seth set up another table, the one that wasn't halfway broken in the corner, and during which he hit sort of no. He tried to go for something, but Shinsuke countered, and then something. And Seth exposed the floor outside the ring. He lifted up the padding. To which then, he tried to hit Shinsuke with the pedigree, but then he countered Seth's pedigree into a backdrop right onto the floor. Then,
oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Then there was the moment where Seth set up another table, and then Shinsuke got the upper hand, put Seth on the table, and then in a way he hit a double knee drop, meteor, take your pick. Either way, double knee drop through the table. That shit was dope. And then Seth actually set up a ladder in front of, on the side of the announce table. Which then he went up one side, and then Shinsuke went up on the opposite side.
Oh yeah.
And then once they were both I wouldn't say at the top, but at a good enough height. Freaking Shinsuke took a page out of Asuka's playbook and hit Seth with the poison mist. This in turn blinded Seth temporarily, to which then Shinsuke then shoved him, and Seth went through the announce table.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Then, at that point, Shinsuke felt he was in the driver's seat, so then he he threw Seth back into the ring, hit him with a backbreaker through the chair that he had set up. Then he set Seth up into the corner, to which then he hit a Kinshasa through the already mangled table, but Seth still got it from that. Then they fought into the crowd once again, in which Seth was able to hit the pedigree on the elevated surface to Shinsuke. Then after that, he hit him with a curb stomp, and then to go even crazier, he then hit Shinsuke with a falcon arrow off the structure and through a table that had a whole bunch of equipment on it.
Oh yeah.
And go ahead.
That whole match is fucking, oh my god.
Oh.
Crazy, man.
And that last spot that I mentioned was what Seth needed to finish off Shinsuke and win the match. Now,
exactly.
I ain't got no problem with Seth still being champ, but forget this match. When is it gonna be Shinsuke's time?
Yeah, I ain't gonna blame you for asking that.
Because I personally felt that he had to win this match, because all the stuff that he was doing. What more does Shinsuke have to do? He's cut his teeth all over the world. He is more than deserving, again, of a world title. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it bears repeating. It needs repeating. Shinsuke is destined for for even more greatness than he already has. And because of this loss, I feel it sets him back a lot, just because of all the promo work he had done and everything.
Exactly.
I'm just tired of it, man. It's his time to shine. It should have been his time to shine. He should have won the title.
That's a fact.
So,
That's a fact, man.
So now at this point, I don't know if they're gonna keep the feud going, or they're gonna, go do, or if something else is gonna happen. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a fact. I don't know. Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
And
like Shinsuke.
Go ahead.
Shinsuke really needs this. Shinsuke needs this, man.
Yep.
When's ever gonna be your time? Like you said.
Like personally, I think I probably. Actually, no. I don't want to go there. But I just hope his time comes soon, because at this point, where do we go from here? Because he's lost to Seth twice.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
Neither do I, man. This is crazy. Like, yeah, he lost to Seth twice. That's a fact. So it's like, it's hard to predict when the hell his time gonna be. Like, for real. This time, Shinsuke's long overdue for a championship, and I don't know why the hell it is. Like, I wonder, should I say who typical person? Should I say that? Whatever typical person? I wonder if I should say that, but probably not. Because I wonder if I should say, I'm not going to say typical Vince. So.
What happened?
So I don't know if I should say typical Vince McMahon. But.
Maybe.
Yeah, so typical Vince.
What? I really wonder what the fallout's gonna be.
Yeah, I wonder too. I wonder if that's gonna continue or if Seth's gonna have a new opponent.
But, with that being said, that's gonna do it for this episode of The Contracts. Definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with your boys. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And until next time, as always, by the way of Struggle Vision Productions, it's the Hitman and the Hummerman. And if you see us coming, run.